Hello, welcome to your weekly recap. My name is Mahara. This was a lot of fun this week. We talked about being a track star. And it's really funny because every time I bring up tracking to members and I ask them by a show of hands, how many of you believe that tracking helps you to do well on plan and do better, the entire room puts their hands up. And then I ask, so out of curiosity, how many of you track on a regular basis? And not nearly as many hands are put up. So here's the deal. We talk about it all the time, but let's review the reasons why it is so important to track while you're on this journey. So my first question is, what do you think you can track? Is it just food? Is it just drinks? Well, truthfully, you can track everything. You can track food, mood, activity. Um, you can track the time of day that you feel certain things. So there's lots that you can track, not just food. Um, why does tracking help? You know what? Knowledge is power. I say it again and again and again. When you track, you are more aware of your goals. They're first and foremost in your mind. And you are accountable. And you know what you have left to play with. So, is it always easy to track? No, of course not. If it were easy, then heck, we would be having this conversation. It doesn't take a lot of time, though. So, let's look at our day and ask ourselves this question. Is it worth it to spend a few minutes tracking what I've just eaten? Am I willing to pick up pen and paper or my smartphone or my tablet? If I am willing, what's it going to take to get me to do it on a regular basis? And as a reminder, you don't have to just track on your smartphone. There's lots of ways that you can track. You can track on a fitness app. You can track, of course, on your smartphone through the eTools app that you've got, the Weight Watchers app. You can track pen and paper. We always have free trackers for you when you attend a meeting. And if you don't attend meetings on a regular basis, you know what? You can track on the back of a napkin if you needed to. Do you have to track absolutely everything to stay on plan? No, it helps. Have you ever tracked one thing, forgotten the second thing, and then thought there's no point? Well, many of us have done that, but you don't have to throw in the towel just because you didn't track perfectly for one day. All right, so let's look at the different things that we can track. Oh, I forgot sleep. You can track your sleep. Did you know that studies have shown that we're more successful, make better choices when we've had a great night's sleep? Think about tracking your sleep. If you have a Fitbit, it actually will track it for you. That's cool. Alcohol. How many of us actually track that? Worth looking at how much you drink in a day, perhaps how much you've drank over the entire week. We know that alcohol has points. Sometimes the more alcohol we have, the more points we take in other areas as well. Tracking our mood, there's a direct correlation between how happy we are and the choices that we make. You know that. That's not rocket science. It can be incredibly eye-opening to track your mood with your food choices. It's just a great opportunity to learn more about yourself. Self-care. Do you write down all of the great things that you do for yourself? We call it me time, self-care. There's an option. And water. Oh man, we know that drinking water helps us on this journey. Tracking how much you drink can really encourage you to either drink more or to enjoy what you're currently, the level of water that you're currently drinking. So lots of things that you can track. Lots of ways that you can track. Let's look at some old thoughts versus new thoughts. It's one of my favorite sections in the weeklies. So here is an old thought about tracking. It is impossible for me to track every single thing. If I forget one, I'm just done for the day. Okay, that's an old thought. A new thought could be, if I forget to track something, I will move on and track the next item. Here's a little tip. If you mark certain foods as favorites, it's that much easier to track on your digital app the next time you come to it. Here's an old thought. Tracking is a chore I just do not have time for. I bet some of you have said that. I've said that to myself. But a new way to look at that idea is this. Tracking is as important to my overall success on this journey as brushing my teeth is for my dental health. So don't be afraid to track. Don't feel that you have to track perfectly, but understand the power that you have in you to track very well. And tracking really does make you more accountable. Okay, I've gone on too long on tracking. My name's Mahara. If you've got any questions, you know how to reach us. Thanks very much. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye. Oh my God, that is way too long. I'm not spending doing a 5